Is that Among Us? Yes, this is Among Us.
Beef?
All right. I think we can use our
Welcome to
voice.
the inaugural episode of maybe Beefboys.
Maybe.
Unless that name's taken by Adult Swim,
Oh, well,
which it might be.
Well, we could take it. I'm more worried about us having a meat-themed podcast because of Tiny Meat Gang. I don't know if that'll get in the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's kind of
true. Yeah,
it's
be like,
kind of
oh, hey.
almost the same play on like
Right.
you know, it's meat and then it's a term for a
Cock.
group of individuals.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, like it'd really fuck us on the SEO. Like, oh damn, I listened to this really good podcast the other day. It was a couple guys having some laughs.
Beefboys.
It's like,
Oh, you mean
what was
Tiny
it called?
Meat
Yeah,
Gang?
it was called like Meat something. Maybe
I want to know
what's
why.
a better name then?
I want to know why Kudos has a Logitech like watermark on his webcam. Did you like not finish paying it off yet? No, or what's going on?
Yeah, that's actually on the camera. I've been
Yeah,
scratching it for
yeah.
days.
Yeah.
And now for a musical intro performed by James Miller, aka the man with the hard ball sack.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. Right now, you're gonna somehow realize when you got a beef boys.
Okay, I missed all of that one.
Kudos, you want to do like an actual intro?
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, like we'll leave your song, but like Kudos, you want to like do like a just a nice
Thanks for your
song
introduction.
It's for the ladies.
Whatever.
For the ladies.
I'd like to formally introduce myself. I'm James, Mini Kudos Online. Would you guys like to introduce yourself, starting with my other friend, James,
I'm James.
the other James.
known as James online.
That is what they call you. They do call you James.
I'd like to
Google James is the first one to
I'd
come
like
up.
to start my place off on this podcast with a magic trick.
Okay.
This one goes out to
happens if you
Quentin
Google
Tarantino.
James?
Okay.
James.
Watch this.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. Bang.
James's cousin Andrew also wants to introduce himself.
I did think you guys were brothers for like the longest time.
I'll introduce myself. When I got into that little like beef with the very angry MMA fighter who was mad that I made fun of his cousin,
Yeah, the Funko
he
Pop
also
guy.
thought we were brothers. He was like, "You can get your brother to defend you."
Also, yeah, it's just a big L for us because like even when we try to post each other's shit to Reddit, it's just like, yo, stop posting your brother. That's fucking cringe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Andrew Miller. I'm the smallest boy at a bunch.
Or maybe the biggest at heart.
He's frozen. It's such
shit.
an
Look at that face.
My Discord froze again.
Oh no, you're
It was
good.
epic.
Doplex.
Yes.
Who are you and why?
I'm Amir. I'm also Doplex online.
You're not a mirror. You're a human being. Bruh.
Bruh. I like how we verbally did that when we have the sound button right here.
It's funner to try and do it though, because every time you're reaching slightly closer to the perfect bruh.
Right. Bruh. Bruh. Who here can do the best bruh?
Me.
Bruh.
Okay, do it.
Bruh.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I mean, that was
Yeah,
good, but
yes.
like, I feel like you weren't at the right pitch. Can you do it again?
He
I feel
came
like
in so confident.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I did that at Gus Johnson's live show once when I was meeting him afterwards, and he was like, who did bruh? And I went, bruh. And then he was like, bruh.
Are you impressed,
So I
Gus
think I do a
Johnson?
pretty
So that's
good one.
something.
Did he invite you on stage and start fingering your ass?
Andrew, look how Andrew's frozen right now. He looks like a pedo.
Pretty good.
Okay,
I feel like I should
okay.
grab a screen grab of that.
Yeah,
before it
get a
goes
screenshot.
away.
All right, we need to stop focusing on Andrew being frozen because this is gonna be the whole episode otherwise.
Can we talk about how nice Doplex's backdrops are for everything he does?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got us all beat. Well, actually, I do like the simplicity of Andrew's like apartment you just moved
Right.
into and haven't
Andrew
built
lives
any
in a
furniture yet.
fucking fucking pocket realm in D&D or some shit.
A pocket realm with beef stew coming out of the wall. I'd like to talk about a topic that Andrew kind of inadvertently brought up, where he talked about the time he picked a fight with an MMA fighter online, which seems like the sort of thing you would be advised not to do.
Right.
But there's kind of this weird thing where, have you seen those pictures where it's like, in real life, you might think I'm the loser, but in the gaming world, you're the loser. It's kind of that is kind of real to a degree though, because you could be an MMA fighter So an MMA fighter, and if someone picked a fight with you at a pub or whatever, they would fucking dick you immediately.
Right.
But online, it's all about the clout and whether or not you're a douchebag. So it's really easy to ratio people like that, and it's just it's a funny concept that like the tables completely turn online.
That's true. Although I feel like on the other side of that, isn't there like a law that if you're like an MMA fighter, you can't like physically assault anybody, or else you'll like be a murderer or something?
I think there is a degree where you have to register your hands as like actual lethal weapons.
Right.
People always say that, but
That's badass.
I've never heard or seen any documentation or anything that proves that you have to register your body as a lethal weapon. Everyone just says it, and I don't know if that's actually true.
That definitely
I feel
seems like a tap out shirt slogan.
Yeah, I'm just like imagining some guy with like fat fucking hands, like just like elephantitis on his fists. He's like walking into like a notary public. It's like, I need to register these.
Look, they don't look like much, but if I get a good spin up on them or I do like a Crash Bandicoot. What if you're an MMA fight? Because like if MMA, I feel like is one of those things, like a lot of those sports where after like 30 something, you just kind of, you're not physically able to keep up with the younger guys. So imagine you had your hand registered as weapons when you're like 22, and then you're like 35, and you're not like, you're on like a no-fly list or something because you're technically carrying a weapon everywhere.
You have to like go in for a test every year and just like beat up the dude in the drunk tank.
Right.
And like you have to knock him out fast enough or you're not a lethal weapon anymore.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like, it's kind of like a weird flex, right? Because like you could say like, oh I'm basically a walking lethal weapon, but you can't use them, so it's not like they actually do anything for you,
Yeah.
Like I wonder.
I guess it's self-defense.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I feel like that would suck,
I think
man.
so.
Like imagine training your whole life, getting really fucking good at fighting to the point where you could like punch somebody's fucking nose out the back of their head if you wanted to, and you can't. Like that, I feel like that would fucking suck. Maybe that's why so many athletes beat up their wives. Maybe that's why they're.
They need a target. Yeah. It's definitely like one of those statistics which is like really sad, but it's also like his whole job is punching things. Like it's all he knows.
Can we get a sound effect for all the battered women out there, Dopa?
Sure.
Come on, pick right.
Let's be serious for a second. Do you reckon
Yes.
at least one police station has tried to recruit people by showing pictures of a lineup and playing the Among Us theme song and be like, you get to choose the imposter in real life?
Yeah. A bunch of guys walk in and they're just like, all right, which one of
You know
these
the
is
drill.
sus?
Soldier boy, tell him.
Do you reckon that is one of those things where, like, you know how apparently like the US Army funds Call of Duty? Because it kind of
Right.
like gets people like hyped for like
Yeah, army
killing
shit.
IRL.
Murder.
Do you reckon they even do like there's like it kind of blurs the lines between, you kind of already know what to do when you start. Do
Right.
you reckon they ever do that? Like there's like this amazing police detective, but he can only operate with the Among Us theme song. And imagining everyone as little bean men.
Yeah,
He is like puts his earbuds in. Yeah, he walks into the interrogation room, just hyping himself up to the Among Us theme song.
Speaking of which, did you know that like a lot of cartoons they had to like directly communicate with like the military just to see if it was brainwashing enough? Like that was a thing.
Wait,
Like,
what?
Oh,
like
really?
G.I. Joe back in the 80s, like they straight up had to like talk to like the CIA and like the fucking military just to see if it was like it glamorized military enough to the point where they would want to join. Like little kids would like fucking have boners for M16s. When I grow up, I want
Damn.
to fucking assassinate an entire village.
Okay.
Okay.
They pay
bad.
after Bush orchestrated 9/11. He also got Osama to dress up as Cobra Commander to be like, see, it's just like the TV show. Don't you want to fight against this?
Curse
you, George Bush.
his ultimate I think the US Army recruitment probably like peaked when he was dodging sandals out in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Just like seeing your 60-year-old leader just doing the doing the work. You're like, oh
I
man,
love how
he's
that guy
out
has
there.
a Twitter account now, like the Shoe Throwman.
Yeah.
I think that's his full name. He's got a Twitter account.
He does.
It's
Yeah.
just-
It's
Bro, he's
crazy to
based.
think. When did that even
He's
happen?
based before based exists, to be honest.
When did that even happen? The infamous shoe throw. When did that
I feel like
happen?
that's his
2000s.
first term.
Oh,
So
The
probably
funny
like
thing is that, like,
2004.
fuck.
The funny thing is that dude kind of went a bit viral when like people were tweeting like, oh, it's the however many year anniversary of the shoe throw incident.
Right.
And he retweeted it being like, oh, that was me that threw the shoe. And he's probably got like 10,000 followers off that. But it's like,
Fuck
what?
yeah.
What? Who really cares about what this guy has to say? You know?
I
This
think-
guy who threw a shoe once.
a guy
think
threw
he's
a shoe
like
at
a
George Bush
legit
15 years
journalist.
ago.
I think he's like a
that's-
legit journalist, and like that's
okay.
like brought people to
His
his
work.
like.
Okay, well
yeah.
that's good then. That's something.
Yeah.
It's just funny when like you see people blow up, like they go like viral or whatever, and then they get like 1,000 followers off it, and you're like, but you're like, who cares though? Like they did this one thing
Yeah.
good, I suppose. Or like when someone just posts someone else's TikTok or something, and they're
Right.
like, whoa, this is
This is blowing up. Make sure to follow me. But
Follow me
you didn't
for
make
more
that thing.
funnies. Like, I'm so glad though that like probably I'd say the last 2 or 3 years that's almost completely stopped. Like back in like 2013 to like 2015 Twitter, if any post like was popping, that person would immediately get like 10,000 followers like
Right.
overnight, like legit.
yeah.
And then like shit with like Nugs for Carter and all that dumb shit, like millions of followers. And now
Yeah.
like people literally have tweets with 300,000-400,000 likes on them, and I mean, even if they have some kind of like creative integrity, but even, especially when they don't, they get literally nothing off of it. Like I
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
pleasure in watching, like going back to their page and making sure no one's fucking following them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, but
because they post someone else TikTok and they're like, oh, you
Yeah.
want to fucking boof my like thing that you point at your room at night and it lights up your thing. You want to
You
like
put it in your ass, and it uses your ass energy to light up your whole room.
yeah.
fucking.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Twitter, I've been thinking about this a lot. Have you guys noticed? I'm sure like you've seen it just like casually, but there's like a lot of like weird bot accounts that like they'll make a tweet and like all their tweets are kind of the same, and it's all like this weird like motivational shit. It's like if you don't love me when my nipples are inverted, then you don't deserve me when my nipples are exposed.
Outverted.
You know, something to that extent. It's like very like
Right.
it's like
Yeah, no, I've
very
noticed this.
like live laugh love type shit. And I
And they
noticed
all have like a super hot girl, but the picture is from like 2001 and it's
Yeah.
time stamped
Yeah.
and it's 140p.
Yeah,
but
and, like,
every
the
dude
tweet
on
has-
Twitter still likes it and follows it.
yeah.
It's monkey brain shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Do you just have that on
maybe she'll
YouTube?
like see me like this and like my profile will be so interesting that like
and it's
you know
it's
you
just
never know like why
it's
would
just
I
some
not?
boomer like from a fucking the camera angle is like from the chin up is just like
Do you ever see that on
Hey,
YouTube as
beautiful.
well, where
It's the
like
best.
there'll be like a girl who comments on like on your account or on someone else's account, and they'll have like 90 to like 200 subscribers but no videos, and literally just a photograph of a girl as
Yeah.
the profile picture.
Yeah.
And you're like, ah, yeah,
Yep.
that's why she's got 200 subscribers. More
It could be like a
Ennui with
legit
zero
person
content.
too.
Yeah.
It could be like a legit girl too that doesn't even post like baity comments or anything, and that's like actually her, but she has done nothing ever on YouTube and has like 300 subs.
Exactly. Yeah. It's so funny.
Andrew should
I,
just change his profile picture to like Courtney or something. He'll pass 1,000 subs next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let's talk about MrBlockU. Who
Okay.
wants to?
Now,
Have
Mr.
I-
BlockU, for those of you who aren't sure who he is, he's this guy.
$19 Fortnite card. Who wants it?
Who wants
A
it?
little bit of context there. Go ahead,
I've
continue.
watched
Kudos,
every
please.
video he's ever made.
Yeah.
I feel
he's-
like we need to provide
love
slightly more context than that.
Oh yeah, he's
Because
also
you
this
just like-
guy.
Okay.
Can you do you have no more Fortnite?
Bruh, peep this one. Like, really, peep this one. No more Fortnite. No more cards. No more $19 cards. No more trolls. You in black.
No more trolls.
He's okay. So MrBlockU is a 47-year-old TikToker.
He's
which
that
is a
old?
rare breed. Did you not know? Yeah, he's 47.
Oh, I mean, I knew he was older. I didn't know he was 47.
Okay.
He's got
You can just look at
deeper
the salt and
fucking
pepper in his
wrinkles my
beard.
nutsack.
Yeah.
Like you could,
But,
you could like put fucking pencils in like all the wrinkles on his fucking forehead. Like they run deep.
Every now and then there's a TikTok where he'll take his hat off for like a split second to like turn it from back to front or something, and he's got like his hairlines back like where
Oh, are you serious?
He's got
Yeah,
swag
it's
though.
bad.
Like I want.
He does
Yeah.
it. He has
Lie,
swag with
but-
a dollar sign instead of the letter S. But he's a TikToker, and he created a video, a TikTok, I suppose, giving away a $19 Fortnite gift card,
$19 Fortnite card.
Who wants it?
and it's just a perfect. It's one of those memes I feel like we could just talk about for an hour straight because there's just so many parts of it. Like visually, it's just baffling. It's like sped up and redubbed for some reason.
Yeah.
It's like $19 is a weird denomination. Fortnite's a dead meme, and then just I don't know. And then just his voice is kind of funny.
Yeah.
So he blew up off that, and he became a meme like a year, not a year, but it was like ages after he posted it.
Oh, is that? I thought the $19 Fortnite card was fairly recent.
It was a kind of an underground meme for a couple months, maybe not a full year. So I think you might be right, but it was definitely like I definitely seen it for a good couple months before it popped off.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
remember thinking this is so bizarre and looking
Yeah.
him up, and then a couple months later, like Max Mofun, people picked it up and it got kind of viral. But I just think it's just fascinating seeing him trying to
Branch
reverse
out.
engineer his success.
Well,
And like try and
And
figure
the
out like
internet
why the
went,
fuck
no,
did this work?
Fortnite card, please.
he had such a backlog and multiple channels lined up when that one popped off that when he popped off and like, he was like, oh, that's super funny. You just got this like keen eye into the rest of his life with all of his other videos and channels, and like he has like the food channel and shit where it's just like him
all
denying
of them
food
got-
to another version of himself. Like it's like
And there's no
schizophrenic.
punchline.
No
Oh, yeah,
punchline.
explain that
I
one.
love it
That's
so
my favorite
much.
one. It's deleted now, though. He deleted all of them, I think, or they got.
Oh, he
blocked, or they
did?
got- I
Did
think they
anybody
might- maybe
save
they-
them?
Bruh.
Yeah, no, he uploaded
Someone
a bunch of them to his main, and they've still got the original watermark in it.
And then he
Do you wanna-
posted
Do you want to
a-
explain
he posted
Mr.
a
Blocky
video.
Meals?
He posted a video on Twitter recently of like talking about how his like his uncle's nephew's brother like made his daughter throw it back on
Yeah.
live or some
Yeah,
shit.
what was he was like he was
Throwing her
describing
booty
it like
back.
weirdly. He was like, yeah, she was popping her pussy. Like,
popping her
it's a weird way to describe
Yeah, he was
your daughter.
no, he was literally saying popping her booty on
Oh,
live or
booty.
something.
I don't know why.
And like
popping her pussy.
and like talking about his daughter, which like
inside out on IG Live.
it's just an abrasive way to describe your daughter's
My brother
movements.
told her to
He
pop
was
her
popping
booty.
a booty for the.
Yeah, James, can you explain MrBlockU Meals? Because I just love that whole concept. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I also
Anyway,
really
to that-
like his bruh sound effect way better than the original bruh.
Bruh.
There's so much more like genuine hurt in the way he
Yeah.
says bruh.
He opens
Like,
every
bruh.
TikTok
I thought you were
with
gonna say
that.
there's like so much more phlegm in his throat. It's like, bruh.
Bruh.
I'm gonna. All right. James refuses to explain MrBlockU Meals, so I'm going to. He has all these like weird side gigs
bad.
where one of them is MrBlockU Meals. So you hear that name and you're like, okay, it must be like a cooking thing. Literally every single one of them was just the same scenario that James described before, where it's him and another character, also him, but wearing red. And it's just that guy trying to get food. It's always red, and it's just that guy stealing his food. Like he's like the shitty friend who comes around and just like helps
Yeah.
himself to food in your pantry. But that's the entire account. Like he was like, "There's so much material
There's
here."
never
and
a
the only thing
joke.
that changes is the food.
Yeah.
There's never a joke. There's barely an overarching like attachment between any of them. It's like he's literally reskinning the same video over and over. But but it's just one of those beautiful moments on the internet where like normally when people do that, it's like pure AIDS. But there's an X factor to MrBlockU where it's
Yeah.
I could watch it. I have watched it for hours on end. Like I fucking
earnest.
love that dude.
You know, I think I can explain this.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think what it is, I think it's because he's an older gentleman, right? And as Kudos was saying earlier with the $19 Fort cart, $19 Fortnite, fucking you say it.
$19
Fort card.
Fortnite card.
Thank you.
There it is.
Yeah, it's like a weird denomination, and just there's so much to it. But I feel like with those skits, there's something weird about like an older guy who has like a pretty good, I guess, like a pretty good idea on how TikTok works. Like he knows how to like work the app. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Sorry,
he
Andrew, you go
knows the surface level of it, but he
Right.
doesn't understand the deeper meaning. So you
Right.
just get old guy with like the face of TikTok, but the deep cringe of somebody who has no idea what the actual
But he's
surface
also
is.
got so much like. He's also got so much swag that it cringe is impossible to
He's
penetrate
blended
his
the
armor.
fuck out.
And also like fucking fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Bruh.
Got
To add off that,
derailed.
like,
But like he
what you're sa-
also like he doesn't get it entirely, but at the same time he knew to like use fucking to start smoking Fortnite cards to get popping on TikTok.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
like he knew to do that. So like where does his internet knowledge end and begin?
Yeah.
He's an
Well,
enigma.
I mean,
That's what I was gonna say. Is that I think like he's like I was saying earlier, he's desperately trying to reverse engineer his success because I think the Fortnite video, it was a mixture of bizarre and funny and like accidentally hitting on like the dead meme of Fortnite. Like it was this perfect kind of like because I think he might have been doing gift cards giveaways before that, but like PlayStation and Xbox cards and just like shit that like who cares really.
Right.
That was just such a weird. It was like the stars aligned, and so it's so funny now seeing him because like you had on your soundboard Dopix here, he got a bit sick of the whole $19 Fortnite card memes, and he said, "No more Fortnite."
Bruh,
He
pick
said-
this one. Like, really, pick
said-
this one. No more Fortnite. No more
So-
cards. No more
So he
$19
did that.
cards.
So he like fell into that. He got sick of all the trolls ripping him out for the $19 Fortnite shit, and then he stopped doing the giveaways, and then he started just posting like him dancing and doing other, and his obviously his famous meals series
yeah.
that was so good
Actually,
it had to be
dude,
deleted
Have
on
you ever
TikTok.
seen
Real quick before
ahead, go
you
ahead, go ahead.
continue, those dances. That's actually another thing. Is they're all reskinned. He does the same song, he does the same dance, but they're just in different locations. Have you noticed that? It's like the weird, like he drops
actually
down
haven't.
about to do a push-up, then he freezes. It's like it's literally
seen
everything he does is just
I haven't
reskinned.
noticed. I like we've all come to like different interesting conclusions about this guy. We've all
About
like
who he
studied
is
him
as
so
a
much.
person.
So,
Have you
James,
ever
you're
seen
gonna
the
say something?
videos where he flexes like all of his fucking cards at once though? Like
Yeah.
he literally
Oh,
has
yeah, yeah.
$1,000 worth of gift cards.
I wonder.
He's been
I wonder
giving
if they're all
insane.
activated.
Who wants it?
I know that's what
He just
I've
found them in a
been
bin
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah.
Like does he like manage a GameStop and just swipes all the fucking
Right.
cards?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
it.
do-
Oh, that's another one where he goes to the GameStop and he like holds the guy at gunpoint and the guy's like, yo, so be sure to
Oh,
check
yeah,
out MrBlockU. He looks so unenthused. He's like, this is the third person today.
What does the GameStop employee say? He looks so uncomfortable.
He doesn't look uncomfortable. He just looks bored. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's like
It's
this
like
is
the tone
third
in his
time today.
voice. It's like he's
Yeah.
reciting something. I'm trying to remember what he said. I wish I could have.
He's
had
like-
it.
Oh,
I think-
he plays along, but he's like fucking dead inside.
Yeah,
While
so
he
dead.
As
does.
all
Yeah.
GameStop
Soulless.
employees are.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
that
he
is
was like,
true.
he was like, yo, MrBlockU came in and, you know, come on down to GameStop. This best place to get all your gaming needs. Again, I'd like to give MrBlockU
yeah,
thanks for the shout out.
Just a random employee plugs the shit out of GameStop.
because he came to his favorite GameStop where he can get all his gaming needs. So subscribe to him if you want the best content. 'Cause we got you, and he's got you as well.
It was actually that employee that made the GME stocks go through the roof.
Right.
So he stopped in the $19 Fortnite card meme because it was like he was mad at it because he didn't want to do it anymore. And then you could fucking see he's just did nothing but dances and the food ones. And pretty quickly his likes and his comments and his shares just started trickling down because Again, everyone just wanted the $90 Fortnite card meme, which is sad. It really is that episode of The Simpsons with Bart's catchphrase. Like, it really is just that in TikTok.
Yeah.
And like,
What's
it's
funny
funny.
though?
Say the line.
I would pay like $20 to go see him like live. Like if he just went on a tour.
If he went to
Doing
GameStop
what?
and held
Just
you a
gets out on the
gun
stage. He's like,
Okay, $19
does-
Fortnite
Yeah.
card.
and then everyone's
Who
like,
wants it? And everybody's like,
here, I'll drop an instrumental for you, and then you could sing us the No More Trolls song.
let's do it.
I'll even do some ad libs for you.
Okay,
Bruh,
bruh.
bruh. 19.
19. Okay, dollar Fortnite card.
Trolls on my TikTok.
Bruh, pick this one.
Trolls.
Okay,
I'm gonna block you if you steal my frozen pizza.
bruh.
Pizza time.
Peep the PP.
The melody to Dire Dire Docks is so good, but hearing somebody actually sing it's so
true.
goddamn funny.
That was
That was a
beautiful.
good bit.
Thank
That's
you.
a
I forgot
Beefboys
to give you
hit.
a round of applause. Hold on.
Oh wait, are we discussing what this shit's gonna be called on this one?
Please clap.
It's called Please
Boys.
Clap.
Oh, we
That's
should
actually
discuss-
a fucking good name for a podcast.
What?
Please Clap.
Please clap. Oh, that I kind of
clap.
like that.
Yeah.
That's
People will
that's
think we're
definitely
just,
already a podcast.
Jeb Bush, though.
Yeah. Please clap.
That's true. The SEO would be kind of fucked. Although to be fair, I don't know how much
don't know.
relevancy Jeb Bush has these days.
Right. Yeah.
That
Jeb
might
Bush
work.
is
Our
eternal.
like ultimate,
Yeah.
our ultimate goal could be to get Jeb Bush on, and like ask him about like what went through his head. Did he have any shame when he said, "Please clap," to
clap,
a room of
yeah.
like 300 people?
Please clap.
He's so deflated as well. Because it's almost like he realized he forgot to put the correct inflection on it to like show it was the end of a
Right.
sentence.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, please clap.
Please clap, guys. Come on.
I didn't watch that clip up until like probably because that was like 2015 or 2016 when he was running like against Trump, and I probably didn't watch that until like 2 or 3 months ago because just like the like thought of how cringe that could be like hurt enough. Like I didn't need to open the video.
Right.
A
Yeah.
60-something-year-old dude with a dad and a brother who are both successful
presidents.
politicians running against like the cult of personality.
Right.
Saying to
Yeah,
a room of
please
300
clap.
people when he's on like the brink of his campaign collapsing from like underfunding. Please, like it was just like it hurts so bad.
There's so many
Yeah,
uncomfortable videos with him. There's one where some guy says he's like, oh yeah, I might vote for you, and he like runs over and hugs him or something, doesn't he? There's so many bad
Oh
videos
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. But it was like
Yeah.
almost like a weird dramatic moment. Like you would imagine like some weird sentimental music playing.
Yeah, well, 'cause yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Well, yeah, no, kudos. You
He's not
said I don't know
Japanese.
how relevant Jeb Bush is, but I genuinely think he will be like a seasonal meme for so long. Every time there's an election or something, there's always a Jeb Bush meme that pops up.
Always.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Because
I
like when
love
the
it.
when the recount the vote shit was going around, I saw like a million like he did it, and it was just the Jeb Bush meme of him like this, and it's all
Or the one-
gold.
Or the one where it's like, and it's Jim with the steel chair coming out of nowhere, like last second, sweeping it out from under the.
Did any of you hear something different at the end of the ba da ba ba da ba? And when Mario, did any of you hear something other than
Bum, bum.
"Let's go"?
I heard Mexico.
Of course you would.
Of course you did. No, me and my brother heard.
Okay,
$19 for or.
Me and my brother always heard "Love Pickle."
What?
Your brother's dumb,
Actually,
dude.
Like, we obviously knew that wasn't it, but we never
Right.
really, we were young and we didn't really bother to check to see what it was,
Yeah.
but we always heard a love pickle.
I can't,
No,
I
like,
can't
that's
really
funny.
think of what it is. I always just heard ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba. Like,
No,
I don't
it's
remember
kind
there
of-
being words
No,
there.
this is the from Super Mario 64 when you're choosing which mission you
level.
want to do.
Oh.
You know,
Is that
Which
why
I
you
think
ran
was-
away to Mexico? You just heard that and you got like flew over the
inspired
cuckoo
you.
nest. Instead
has
of
to
killing
be.
John Lennon, you just flee to your home country.
that played in my head as I hopped the border.
In the wrong direction.
Mexico.
Just like the fuck is he doing?
Mario jumped over the fence.
Was there a flag? Was there a flag on the other
Out
side
the
of the
border
border?
patrol was like, the fuck was that?
To get over it, he had to do the double jump like backflip.
Yeah,
So he had to, like, line it up.
the
They were like-
or whatever.
Yeah, they were like aiming him down, and they're like, "What the fuck? He's running like in a half circle, Woo-hoo!" And he's just over the fucking wall."
There's a pole at the right at the edge of the border that he like climbs up to and does that like little handstand thing at the top and then does a flip over.
It's like
That's actually
stripper
that's why-
slide down.
That's why
Just like-
Trump's wall never would work because that pole is so tall and the
Yeah.
Mexicans will just climb up it and then do a flip off the edge of it.
A little magic green mushroom comes
Yeah.
floats.
He falls off on the other side and they just hear a muffled like, ooh.
Take me back to a few years ago when you start to see these headlines coming out and smearing your good name. How did you feel at the time when you were seeing these headlines?
We've had 3 goals for the last 20 months to get rid of this N-word in my vocabulary.
How does a dude with like $100 million not have PR though? That like would tell him, don't go on national TV and say that I'm trying my darndest to remove this from my vocabulary. Like,
Like it's just a normal
Doing a
part of his
Rocky
life.
training session to get rid of the
Yeah.
N-word out of his vocabulary.
there's so many things working against you in that statement. That does nothing
Yeah.
for your image at all.
There's something really good, like there is a feeling there is a small amount of balance in the world when like you imagine these people in his power, they're got so much money, they're so rich, you think they've got PR guys, media, you think they're backed by everyone, and then you realize they're just fucking idiots and they can still go out and tell
Yeah.
the news media that they've been desperately trying to forget how to say the M-word. like people
I
always
can't
put their
stop.
foot in it. Yeah. So you're saying, Dubbies, we should have a story every episode?
Yeah, I think we should all at the end of every episode. Granted, if we keep doing this, but at the end of every episode.
There is no if.
Well, you know what I
There's
mean. Like
only
if one of
when.
you guys die, or Andrew, if you overdose on your stupository that's plugged into your wall, I think we should all end with a story. Any story.
Okay. My one's really this isn't the one we're ending on. This is just one I had related to N64 games. I was playing
Okay.
and mishearing things. I was playing Star Fox 64, which was Lilac Wars where I was from, and it was there's a mission.
I love
where
that game.
It's such
Wait,
a
hold on, I
fun
have a
game.
song for this.
Oh fuck yeah! That's what's up. But there's a part in one of the missions where one of your comms characters says like, "We're gonna have to break through that fleet." Like, but I was a child, like 6, and I thought he meant we literally have to break through the fleet. So in Star Fox, if you crash into like a physical object, you'll keep flying through it, but the whole time your
Right.
ship will be like, "Arr, arr, arr," like you're gonna fucking explode. So the ship came towards me, like this massive fuck off like carrier ship. And I just like every single time I did that level, I made my spaceship fly through it, took off almost all of my health, and sometimes I'd just die. And I'd be like, he told me to break through it, I don't know what else I'm meant to do.
Clearly
So
that
freak.
game wasn't. Clearly that game wasn't stupid proof.
It wasn't rated R for retards like me.
Sticky fingers.
Well, that's the classic. So long, Gay Bowser's the one where it's like, okay,
So
that's
long, Gay
definitely-
Bowser.
Yeah.
That's definitely what he said.
Yeah.
There's
So
also,
long, Gay Bowser.
So
What is
long,
that,
Gay
Mario?
Bowser.
What does it
is that
actually
Mario
say
Kart
there?
trailer where there's that Mario Kart trailer where Bowser says the N word?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, that was real?
Yeah, he doesn't actually say it, obviously, but yeah, it's a real
It's just like grunts. Like with the so long gay Bowser, you're saying so long gay Bowser because he's Italian.
What is
so
he actually saying
so long.
there though?
He's
Like
just saying
so
so long
long.
Bowser. But it's just so long gay.
He's
So
dragging
long,
out
gay
the
Bowser.
G from the letter from long, so he's saying so long, Bowser.
Yeah,
But
so long
because it's
gay
compressed,
Bowser.
it's compressed
long,
and on the
gay
N64.
So long gay Bowser.
So long, gay Bowser.
It cannot be heard any other way though. Like I cannot
I know.
imagine.
They took it out of the All Stars collection.
I know,
I know
so
everybody
cowards.
made
dumb,
us
dude.
stink about it.
Because now he just says bye bye.
I think I can speak on behalf of
Bring
all
back
gay
gay
people
Bowser.
that they didn't care anyway. So
Yeah,
Right.
this is like no. I'm sure no one was offended. Like I can't believe they programmed
no, there's definitely
Mario
no one.
to say this. It's like no, that was just an
Mario
unfortunate-
canceled for homophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like that. That's not what he said, but people think that's because to me that's just what he said because I've heard it that way my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not gonna think of it any other way. So I can see why they took it out, but like that doesn't that just mean Bowser is no longer gay? So they kind of
Well,
eradicated
does that
the
imply
gay
that
from
Bowser
Bowser.
is gay?
Especially when you're like a young gamer kid and you're like on
Yeah.
Xbox Live and everyone's calling your mom gay and stuff. You're like,
Your mom.
shit, man, Mario is just putting Bowser down like a gamer. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's
Mario's
talking
the
shit.
original gamer.
He's talking shit and teabagging him while he's taking the dub. What's wrong with that?
But Bowser's the real gamer because he actually says the N word.
Get rid of this N word in my vocabulary.
So long, gay Bowser.
Man, being a kid playing video games is rough because you just like you have enough information to play a lot of it, but then there's just parts that just like ruin you and you just spend literally like half a year on. And because you don't buy 50 billion games, or maybe you do these days, but
Right.
back in the day you could only have one game every like few months or a year or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like, well, I guess I just got to brute force my way through this one.
I find it's weird because I find that as a kid I was way fucking better at games, and like
Oh, 100%.
like games that I play now, like that I'll go back and play now, I struggle with way more than I did when I
When I
was
say
like a
kid, I mean like 6 to like 8 kind of range.
no, I mean
I don't mean
no,
like
that's what I
teenager.
mean too.
Oh, really?
No, that's what I mean too. Like I played Halo 1 when I was 4. Like on my own.
True.
And like beat
I was
it.
I was fucking good at Halo 1 as well when it came out. And Heroes of Might and Magic 2, I had a demo of it that let you play one map, but you could pick any any like race or faction or whatever, and you could play unlimited. So it's pretty much just the entire game, but only limited to one thing. These demos
Yeah.
used to be awesome, and I remember
Dude,
being
that shit was-
good at that game. And I
that shit was
downloaded it
dope.
recently, and I got my ass handed to me. And
Yeah.
no matter what difficulty I put it on, like even on the easiest, I was getting walloped. I was like, was I just really good, or was I cheating? I was probably cheating.
That shit was so cool though. I remember on my original Xbox I had, and I'll never know what the game was or what the demos were, but I had a game that was just 4 demos of other games, and I used to just play that like every fucking
it on the
day.
GameCube?
Oh man,
No, it was on
I love that
the
shit.
original Xbox, and it was like
demo
one
discs
of
you got in magazines. Was it one of those?
no, I don't even remember where I got it from. Like I think it might have came with the Xbox or some shit, but I just remember one of the games was like this super gritty, like neon. It was almost like Monkey Ball or whatever, where you're just like in hamster balls trying to knock each other off ledges, but you're like racing up like tracks with no like walls or anything in like hamster balls, but also like, and it's like 4 colors versus each other, and like you're scoring points and trying to kill each other like off the
Yeah.
edges.
Wait, is that like in a third person view, like just behind you kind of thing? Or was
No,
Like,
it
was
was
that-
more of like a moving. It was almost like a Super Smash Bros. Like type like
sure.
like stage view, but the camera's like
Yeah.
actually dynamic. And I
'Cause I did-
there's no point
yeah.
explaining it because no one will know what it is because that's not a good explanation, and I have no idea what it was. But it's just like that demo. Like I'm more nostalgic for that demo than I am for like fucking Skyrim or some shit. And not because it's like better or anything, obviously, but just something about just.
It
Like
hit
it's
you
so
at a
cool to
certain
just get a
time.
like to just get a demo like that. Like that's
Dude,
sick.
demo discs used to be the shit. Like I almost wish
Yeah.
they still did them. I mean,
Yeah.
they do like in a digital sense, but I feel like, you know, who the fuck is gonna download a demo just to play it and then delete it off their console? Like it's a completely different experience. Like when you get like a demo of a video game in like your cereal or like at Pizza Hut or
Yeah.
in a magazine.
I had
like,
one. I think I still have one of the Pizza Hut demo discs for the PlayStation 1.
oh really?
Yeah.
That's
I
fucking
can't
awesome.
remember.
Yeah, I
I think
used
it
to-
had Tony Hawk
Tomb
Pro
Raider.
Skater on it, like
Right,
with
Tony
the first
Hawk.
level from it.
Yeah.
And some other stuff.
There was an old PC Gamer one I had that was like, it was pretty crazy because like it was a demo disc with some really good, it had Heroes of Might and Magic and a game that sounds really similar to the one you just described, James, which is like weird. Now I'm like, did we? But again, I could never
It might
describe
be.
it, but it's this really deep nostalgic memory for me. But what was crazy is like, it wasn't just like you just scrolled through like a menu and like, oh, click this one here and download, or, you know, install it. It was like, they had made this like 3D world you kind of walk around in, kind of like an adventure game, like an old first-person adventure game, where it's more like, you know, you click like left, right, or like go forwards or left, right, or turn back, and then you just click and you kind of like progresses through. But like they'd made this whole like, it was a spaceship and you went through and there was these like kind of arcade machines and you'd walk up to it and have like the logo of the game
To like
and you'd
get
click
to
a
the
thing.
different demos.
To install the demo, you'd like walk up to
Yeah.
it and then push a button and it would be like bring, and like, and there was like
Yeah.
Easter eggs you could find and like all sorts of shit, and I was like, man, this is fucking crazy.
And also
That's-
they weren't super.
I know what
They
you're
weren't
talking
like
about, actually.
they weren't like uber limited, because like digital ones are, where it's like you literally get like 15 minutes of gameplay, because they're still like basically giving away like a CD for free, which like CDs were never expensive, but CDs were like a couple bucks a piece then, like, and like
It was
you know,
something, yeah.
Yeah, well, like it was a
Yeah.
little harder to write to them and everything, and they contained like way less space, so they were even more valuable. And like, so they wanted to fill that CD with as much demo as possible. So even if you got like 4 demos on it, it was like a solid like half hour, 45 minutes, if not like an hour or two of content on there. And
Yeah.
like I used to like play legit like AAA games or something that I owned, and then at the end of the night just like fucking top it off with a dessert of just playing the same demo disc like every night.
Yeah.
And it just became
Yeah.
like, it was just like comfortable to just like play that disc and then like hop off for the day or some shit. Like it was just, it's so popping.
That was always crazy about shit like, you know, that Heroes of Might and Magic demo I had, because it was like, the only limitations were that, oh, you can only play on one map, but it was a massive map. And so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
buy the full game for like the campaign and, you know, unlocked all the other maps. But it's like, I was a kid, I had that one map and I could play as every single faction, and like they've all got like different creatures and all sorts of shit. And you know, it's a strategy game, it's like Civ, so it's like each game would go for like hours and there was no limits to it, so you could just play that same, and it was all kind of like randomly generated a little bit at the time, like where the people spawned and
I
stuff,
feel like
so
the
it's
incentive there had to be a stronger incentive, because you had to fucking most likely like ask a fucking parent to like drive you to Blockbuster or EB Games or GameStop and like get the game or rent it or like pay full price for it. It wasn't like, oh, now that we've given you fucking blaring neon lights in your little baby skull for 3 minutes, you instantly have a choice and like a little window that can just take you to the store that will let you buy it like right now.
you could have
It's
this in
like,
10 minutes if you wanted.
we need to give you a substantial taste of this game to see if you want to go out and take time out of your day and money out of your bank and go
That's a good point,
buy it and
yeah.
bring it back home and start playing it.
Yeah. You know what I realized that stores still kind of do? The whole like demo stations. You remember that? Like if you would like go to Walmart and they had like a TV that was like kind of on it was like on the top of like the game rack, and then like a controller sticking out. You could like test whatever game was on display.
You got
stores like they still do that, but they're never
Games
on.
and they've got Guitar Hero set up, and all the teenagers would just sit there and play it for like 10 games in a row, and then they kick you out.
Dude,
the Wii,
the Fry's Electronics in San Diego, that place was like the shit just to go and hang out, because they had like a movie theater there that was completely free.
What?
And they had
Jesus.
like Rock Band set up. You would just like, you would go there and just like, you know, I think
so
it was like
pop.
more to like test out the TVs. Like, oh, we have Rock Band
Yeah.
here. You can play Rock Band and look at the TV while you play. And they had a movie theater there that you could just walk in there and just watch
that's so
movies.
pop.
Yeah, I wish like all stores had shit like that. Like, because there's something about just hanging out in a store that is just so much fun. I don't know if you guys are with me on that, but
No,
like,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
No,
It's
if I'm with the boys, yeah.
yeah. Well, sometimes Sabrina and I will just go to Target and just like
just
kick it.
T-pose around.
just like hang out, just like go
Yeah.
look at shit. I just love going to stores and just like walking around or just like looking at stuff.
There's certain types of stores though, and like it's sort of like when you're, do you remember when you're a kid and you go to an electronic store, but it would be like kind of a shitty electronic store, like it would be like more whiteware and appliances and shit.
Yeah.
Like you go
like,
to your dad and you're like, oh, maybe they've got a video game section, but it's like one rack of like really bad games from like 3 years
We
ago.
got Madden.
Yeah,
NBA.
and you're like, oh, god damn it, like, oh, maybe there'll be something cool in this big store of electronics that there never was.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy going to like fucking Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Something about I just like all the wood.
Dude, feels
Home
so
Depot
mesco.
Just like
Home
the
Depot
smell is
smells
so
banging.
good. I'm just like,
Dude,
there's tractors and shit here.
nothing gets me harder than the smell of 2x4s in a Home Depot.
Right?
That's what I'm talking about.
My cock turns into a 2x4.
Real men shit, am I right?
Dude,
feel like
you're
I'm not gonna get
fucking
a-
right, brother.
I just feel like I'm not disappointing my dad for once when I go into those sort of places, you know?
The one light aisle that's got like chandeliers and
Fans
shit.
It's like
And so
yeah.
it's just like glowing. You
Yeah.
can see it for
Yeah.
miles, and just all sorts of lights. You just walk through there like a goddamn wonderland.
Dude, that setup you were talking about though, that the game setups you were talking about really quick. I remember when the Wii came out, it was like everywhere had like especially GameStop had like 17 Wii set up that you could play because they were like
Right.
affordable and really cool and like
Yeah.
mind blowing for like anybody under like 16 and over like 30. Just like it melted their brain. And I remember I went to the MW2, which we'll talk about this another time, but midnight releases were like the coolest shit ever. Like going to a GameStop and waiting it like till midnight, and like there's fucking like you're 12, but there's like 19-year-olds with their fucking like riced out cars and a shitty like bass system, and they're just playing. They're
The
playing like Bangarang
96
by
Civic
Skrillex.
hatchbacks.
Yeah, I went to the MW2 midnight release with my mom, and they had like a couple Wii's set up, and there was genuinely like 250, 300 people there waiting to get the game, so the line was long as fuck. And some like 17-year-old kid was like playing the Wii, and he was playing like Wii Sports against his buddy, and they were getting like way too into it, and he like leaned back to just like, I don't know, they were playing like tennis to just whack something, and fucking like punched a kid in the face, like a 8-year-old kid, and it was probably baby teeth, but like I swear to God, like knocked a couple of his teeth out. And his
Welcome to modern warfare, bitch.
and like they had like people dressed up as soldiers there, but they weren't actually soldiers. Like, and
stealing valor.
They gunned him down.
I remember just waiting for like the soldier to just start beating the shit out of this kid that just like punched like an 8-year-old. Just like waiting for him to do his duty.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Your duty's been called, sir. That's awesome.
Is this Among Us? Imposter?
Did you guys go to the Among Us? Do you guys go to the Among Us midnight release?
Bruh.
Yes. Well, I'm getting ready to hit this boat lick. I have to wrap this shit tonight.
You know what's the funniest thing about that guy's channel? If you go onto it, his banner has his channel name, and then underneath it says quality content.
Doesn't he have like some other weird? Doesn't he have like some other weird like description that doesn't even make any sense? Oh, he has like creepy, like the word creepy.
Yeah, it's like listing off the videos that he does, and it's like creepy, and then like challenges and pranks or something. But it's just the idea of just saying like, yeah, we do creepy here.
Yeah, we do creepy.
Yeah, you found us. Welcome to the creepy zone.
Do some spooky
You want
stuff
some
here.
creepy?
Yes.
He's got to throw a boat lick in that shit. Just no context. Just put
Boat lick.
boat lick.
Boat lick.
Like I know that it's basically like he's saying he's gonna steal from the boat or whatever, but it's just like he says boat lick like it is one singular term, like boat lick.
Boat lick.
like
boat lick.
I'm about to hit this boat lick.
Should we hold on? I feel like we need to
So
explain this
pop.
one as well.
Oh yeah. Kudos, you do the honors.
Oh no, I explained MrBlockU.
Okay, I'll do the honors. All right, so what's the guy's channel's name? I already forgot.
No,
Yeah, I'll look it
Lick.
up. We've been talking about this whole time.
Yeah. All right, so there's this guy, right? And he does like the J Station type 3 a.m. videos, and pretty much his claim to fame, at least to us, is the
Is this Among Us?
The Among Us.
Imposter? Is this the imposter from Among Us?
His name is Eli So Cray.
What is
Eli
this?
So Cray, that's what it is.
Eli So Cray, that's it.
Is this Among Us?
And
Among Us?
he in this video, he clearly doesn't understand Among Us at all. Like he doesn't understand the concept of the game.
Do you mean Among Us?
Pretty much, he's talking to the imposter. It's a 3 a.m. video. He's calling the imposter at 3 a.m. and basically asking him why he's stealing the treasure from the ship.
How much money worth of treasure is on that boat, man?
$100 million.
Because I think Kudos came up with the idea that maybe he heard the word ship and thought it was a game about pirates. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, well, because he's like the whole time he keeps referencing like treasure
I will get all the money and gold for myself.
and money, and like that they're all going, like they make it sound like they're all going on a trip together to like get money, and then he's gonna betray them all and kill them. But like, if you look at Among Us for 2 seconds, it's very clear that they're just running a spaceship and you're killing people like from within it. But he just heard he probably just heard the word ship or spaceship, or didn't hear the space part and was like, oh, it must be on a boat, and didn't do any
Yeah, this
research.
must be a pirate game.
Yeah.
Why are you stealing the treasure?
Well, I'm getting ready to hit this boat lick.
Dude,
So
and like
dumb.
he looks at these little beans and he's like, yeah, they're robots. Like, like those are robots and not supposed to be people in spacesuits.
Yes.
Yeah, so keep explaining. What does he do?
So he does creepy. He does. So he's calling in the video. He's calling an imposter at 3 a.m. and he asks him,
Is this Among Us? Imposter?
and that's the comedy. He's asking if this is Among Us. Like Among
this
Us
Among Us?
is
Is
one
this
single
Among Us
person.
Imposter
It's not
Among
Among
Us?
Us is like the guy.
Yes.
But the other funny thing is,
the imposter.
he says it's 3 a.m. because 3 a.m. is the witching hour, I guess. But it's
Right.
you can see on his phone it's 4:30 p.m. and there's also light coming in through his
There's
window.
light shining it.
Yeah, it's like fully daytime in the room.
Yeah, you can't even act like it's like a spotlight or like lighting. It's fully just fucking late afternoon.
It's daytime.
But there's
Like,
like
it's
a,
pretty-
there's like a
no effort in.
good chunk of time that like there's like a decent pause in between when the imposter answers him on the phone.
Yeah.
It's like 2 or 3 seconds. And the first time I watched it, I was like, I thought to myself, like, what does this guy think an imposter sounds like? And then
Yes, this is me, imposter.
it's a robot. Like,
Just the idea as well that like the idea that you'd call up someone about to commit a crime and they'd be like, "Yep, that's me."
It's me, imposter.
Some random guy phones you up like, "Hey, you about to rob this bank?" And you're like, "Yes, this is me, bank robber."
I'm getting ready to hit this boat lick.
Well, I'm
That's
getting
true. I
ready to
didn't
hit
think
this
about
bank
that. I didn't
lick.
think about that layer of it. Like, yeah, he calling the criminal. Yep.
The people patrolling the docks and's like, "Sir, are you about to lick this boat?"
Yes,
This is me.
Yes.
yes, well, I'm getting ready to hit this boat lick. Yes.
Get him.
Oh, my jaws sore from laughing.
I can't wait. Like, especially for this episode specifically, because I feel like we talked about a lot of very dated memes.
This is gonna be a nice time
I can't
capsule.
wait. But I can't wait. Like, if we do the whole like keep this behind a vault for a while, I can't wait to see how dated this is gonna be in like a year's time. Everybody's gonna be like, "Who the fuck was MrBlockU?"
Fuck is Mr.
Blocku's had, like-
BlockU?
Mr. Blocku's died in a shootout with the IRS or something.
yeah, Mr. Blocky like dies of his his like schizophrenia that we were totally mocking, and
Right.
and fucking whatever this dude is like actually hits a boat lick and goes to prison for like 8 years. And
Yes.
MrBlockU's like out at the mall and he starts like seeing everyone as trolls and opens fire on them. Gets taken out by a police sniper.
In court, they're like, "Sir, why did you do it?" They had to get blocked.
Okay.
okay.
I had to
He's
block the
shooting them and he's
trolls.
like, try not to get blocked.
He represents himself in court, but he has like the red clothes on, like only on his back, and like turns around and like squeezes something that's like to make his head talk, and he's like, well.
What is he fucking Voldemort? He just turns around.
You got MrBlockU and Mr. Steelio Food.
Yeah,
on the
they get
guy.
Mr. Stereo Food up as a witness.
I'd like to call up Mr. Steelio Food up to the stand. He turns around and walks backwards, sits down. And he's just like,
Okay.
He's stitched his clothes so the back half of him is red and the front half is in black.
Yeah, exactly.
What? They charge. They don't give MrBlockU any charges, but they charge Mr. Steelio food, and he's just backwards in
With-
prison the whole time,
With grand larceny.
physically standing backwards.
just walking backwards everywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
$19 Fortnite card.
Who wants it?
Who wants it?
Who wants it?
God damn it!
Exactly. That's why I will kill them before they kill me.
Have you
Oh, I
seen
should put that on here.
Have you seen that theory that Kermit the Frog committed 9/11? Have you seen that?
No, I
Like an
haven't.
actual theory or
So,
like a meme?
well, it's a in-universe theory. So there's some kind of Muppets.
Like, in what world would it be a real theory?
No. This is real. This is real.
I was going to ask the same.
Not in real
I was
life,
gonna
not
ask
in
the
real
same
life.
question.
Not in real life, but there's some like Muppets Christmas thing where it's like what was it, Scrooge fucking McDuck or whatever. What's the one where
Yeah.
it's the ghost of Christmas
Is that
past and shit?
Muppets?
Is that a Christmas tale?
Yeah. I think that's what it's called.
Okay,
Scrooge
so what
McDuck
Kudos
Christmas
has
Past.
Scrooge
done is
McDuck
taking.
Muppets though.
So okay, forget I said
took-
Scrooge McDuck. That's
He
confusing.
took Scrooge McDuck
I'm so
and the other
confused.
movie, combined it, and put it with Muppets. These are
Yeah,
three
they said-
different
and then-
words we're working
And then
with
somehow
right
tied
now.
it to Kermit doing 9/11.
No, okay,
So
hold on.
lost.
It's all gonna make sense. It's all gonna make sense. So
Okay, continue.
so there was it's called is it called a Christmas tale? The actual one with the
A
ghost of
Christmas
Christmas
Story.
past is- A Christmas story.
Christmas Story.
No,
I think
Christmas Story
that's
is
it.
the movie about the Red Ryder BB gun.
No, that's the fucking.
That's Christmas Story.
No,
Oh wait,
Oh, no,
that's
he's
Chevy
right.
Chase.
No,
Dude, I
that's
was-
Chevy. That's National Lampoon's Christmas.
I was thinking of.
Oh,
I was
Christmas
thinking
Day.
of
Christmas
It's a
Day.
Wonderful
This is
Life.
guy.
No.
I still have to
the one
tie
with
this back to
Scrooge-
9/11.
The one with Scrooge.
Yeah, take us home.
Hold on. The one with Scrooge isn't even like Christmas anything. It's like the story about Christmas past and shit. What is?
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I'm
Everyone
just gonna
did it.
fucking Google it. Let's see, Scrooge and Christmas.
Yeah, James,
Fucking
I was
Ghost
thinking
Guy.
of
Christmas
It's a
Past.
Wonderful Life.
Scrooge and Christmas Ghost, man.
We've
A Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol.
Is that what it
Christmas
is?
Carol,
That's
yeah,
what
that's
it
it.
is.
Yeah,
We
Christmas Carol.
combined 3 different Christmas movies, 2 different
Christmas
well-known
Story
kids
is a-
show
is a
franchises,
goddamn
and
classic.
connected all of it
So anyway,
to
there was a Muppets
9/11.
version of that, and I think it was just like a straight to VHS one or whatever. And it came out around 2002, I think. So after 9/11 had happened, and there's a scene in it where Kermit gets shown, like he gets visited by the ghost of Christmas past, and he gets shown what. Like, here's what the universe would look like if you were never born. And I guess they were just lazy and didn't notice. But there's a shot in New York City that still has the Twin Towers in it. But then it's missing in the rest of the movie. Like, they had some old footage kicking around that they just used of like the skyline.
Yeah.
Kermit did do 9/11.
So in the universe where Kermit never existed, according to the Ghost of Christmas Past,
9/11
Twin
did.
Towers would still be
didn't happen.
It would be inherently better.
I
I
don't think
wonder
they
what
did
Kermit
it.
did to
Obviously,
cause
they
it.
did
I
it
was
on
never
purpose.
born.
It would have just been some editor not thinking and like
Right,
blanking or
yeah.
something.
That's such a hilarious accident to make, though.
Yeah. But imagine if that was on purpose. Like, imagine if like they just had like some sick sense of humor,
and they were like,
"This would be funny." It's possible. This was 2002, though. It was like pretty much right after.
Pretty fresh.
I think people were still kind of reeling.
Maybe they were just fucking savages, and one of them was like, "Hey, watch this." Just put it in the cut.
It's not even actually there. They like took the time to CGI the Twin Towers back into the skyline.
For 19 years later, people to be like, yo, I think Kermit did 9/11.
We're awakening new ideas.
Oh my god.
There's another one where, did you see that like teaser trailer for the first Spider-Man movie, like the Sam Raimi one? Where they he's like flying through the city with like in a helicopter chase, and he like sticks the helicopter between the Twin Towers. Have you seen that? Yeah, that's that obviously didn't age well. why was the Spider-Man there?
Wasn't in GTA 3, didn't they have to get rid of the towers?
Oh, really?
Because like I'm pretty sure that game was like coming out as 9/11 happened.
I know
and
Friends got rid of the towers and some of the exterior shots.
Yeah, and like I think it's like still in the code. Like you can like go in there and like reactivate the
turn on
towers.
the 9/11 mod.
Shouldn't that be GTA 4?
You turn it on and then it puts the towers back. I think it was like out of fear of like people trying to recreate 9/11 and like getting in a plane.
Yeah. Well, people do that in GTA 5. Me and James are going to do it in GTA 5 this weekend.
Yeah.
There was also in Lilo and Stitch. There's the entire end sequence where they're like got the big airliner.
Yeah,
because that was originally meant to be through a city, and it was like all fucking like smeared. Because was it an alien ship?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an airliner. I think it was originally an airliner.
It was something, and they had to change it.
They made it so it was in the jungle instead, so it was like smashing off the trees instead of buildings. And I think they made the ship more alien because I think it was pretty much like a 747 before that.
I heard the alien ship part of it. I don't remember hearing about the jungle. But yeah,
you can
I
see
remember
side by
hearing
side
that.
because they animated the whole thing like it was dark, like the backgrounds were all they did was swap out the background, but like it was all ready, like it was good to go, and they had to go through and redo all the backgrounds to be in the jungle instead. Which is pretty crazy.
Do you think the animators are like pissed off about that?
Pissed
like,
off when 9/11 happened? They were like, fuck.
They're watching 9/11 like
to Monday,
man. I'm gonna have to reanimate this whole goddamn scene.
They're just drawing like full fisted. Just really pissed off.
They're like staring.
Towers.
They're like staring teary-eyed into the TV while the news thing is playing of like the fucking terrorist attack, and their significant others like. Did you know somebody that worked there? He's like, no, I just drew the Twin Towers at work today. God damn it.
Work on a Sunday.
They're gonna make us take it out.
I gotta go control Z some towers.
He's like, what's up, man? How you doing? Just like, shut up. What's with the attitude, Steve?
We're switching to
9/11. That's what's up.
What's down, rather?
Ground zero.
Many kudos, everybody. Hey! Many kudos, everybody.
Hey, I'd just like to formally apologize to all of my American audience. Those 9/11 jokes are very insensitive and very funny.